This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the CEO of Power Nickel, the well-traveled Mr. Terry Lynch. Terry, congrats are in order again. I said well-traveled because you've been all over the place. I know you're on the road, so thank you for taking time. You just hit 19.6 meters of 3.82% copper equivalent at the Lion Zone. You're now getting to the point where the system's starting to be more predictable. You're also getting to the point, and this excites me, where the step outs are starting to be more aggressive. How are you feeling about what you're seeing thus far?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting better and better is really what we're feeling, is that we're understanding it more, what makes it tick. And, now we're starting to step out like 150 meters with confidence. And, I think, you're starting to see this thing grow in size in front of your eyes, and just so that the audience gets a sense of what a 150 meter step out means in practical terms is that, one of our last holes was 32 meters of almost 7%, 6.97%. So if you get another hole like that, 32, 150 meters out there, that's like, 350 million of value in the ground for 50 grand.
Yeah.
That's just a wild number, right? So conceptual, but I mean, that's what analysts will be able to speak to when we deliver the bids on that type of stuff. So that's this is truly an epic discovery, I believe. So we'll obviously have to keep on demonstrating it, but we put out a lot of great holes. This is not like a one-hit wonder. This is like 15, 20 great holes. So it's truly an interesting and exciting mineralized area.
Well, not only are you putting out great holes, but you've brought in some great people to really advance, what's an evolving and emerging deposit here. I can't help but notice the frequency of your travels, and we talked a bit off air. What kind of reception are you getting when you're putting the project up in front of people?
Yeah, it's getting to be exciting. We're before we weren't getting in the door. The nickel thing wasn't doing it for them, but now we're seeing all the big guys in the space, and they now know my name, and more importantly they respect NISC for possibly being like a Voisey's Bay, Norilsk. This could be a truly a momentous discovery. So they're excited about that. Obviously, they want to see some more, more drilling and whatnot. But we're almost on the edge of getting these guys in, and I think that's probably the next move for the stock will be when the big boys come in with both guns blazing. And we certainly have had lots of industry interest, and of course they know we don't need cash, and we're fully funded here for the next 12, 15 months. So we're good, and we've got such an ability to grow the resource. I think analysts are saying now 10,000 meters of drilling is sort of somewhere 5 million tons is like 7% copper equivalent. So we're drilling 30,000 meters now. We're about a month into that. So where does that put us at the end of that program? Would we be able to get to 15 or 20,000 tons of copper equivalent? Certainly conceivable. I believe we will. And the interesting thing that I learned, that we learned through Steve Beresford, Dr. Beresford, who came on, as our advisor, and board member, because he's like the genius in polymetallics, is that, for every ton of copper equivalent that you find in these orthomagmatic discoveries, history would show you on the other ones that are, existing, they range between 2 to 7 tons of nickel sulfides underneath there. These things happen with a nickel sulfide oven, and it produces the copper sulfides at the top. So it's like if you find 15 or 20 copper, and that's not to say that's the end of it, but what would that mean for your nickel discovery? He's going to be massive as well, right? So this is what I'm trying to communicate to people, say, hey, you're looking for, as an investor, an asymmetric opportunity where you're buying it for cheap, which is like we're super cheap right now.
Yep.
But you still got the opportunity to grow really, really big. And that's the thing here. That's why we're getting interest, because it's still, as bloody tough market. Still tough. So you have to be like such a crazy good deal to get people to buy stock today.
Well, I think the numbers speak for themselves. I think the grades speak for themselves. I suspect that as you develop and demonstrate more scale, you're going to have a whole heck of a lot more interest, especially at these price levels. You and I have had these conversations now for a couple of years, and we were talking about you getting more interest at 15 cents, and then it was 30 cents, and then it was 50 cents, and now it seems like you have this wall at 75, 80 cents a share. And I got to suspect that once you
Yeah.
knock that down, you're probably trading in dollars and not cents here in early 2025. Anything to
Yeah.
add to that, Terry?
No, I think that's my take as well. I think it's a matter of when, not if. So it's gonna happen, and we just I think keep putting out the great results. Look for some more. We've been producing results every sort of 3 or 4 weeks, and sometimes we get if there's a great core to release there, we'll get that out too. So I think it's been an amazing year for Power Nickel and for the Line Zone, and I think we're gonna the best is yet to come.
Good stuff, Terry. Safe travels. Thanks as always.
Thanks, Ben. Have
All
a
right.
great day. Cheers.
Cheers. Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.